At the funeral for Ethel Kennedy, Joe Biden and Barack Obama were having a tense conversation, only we can't hear what was being said. All we have to go by is video of their mouths moving. And oh boy, everybody is going nuts over this video because it does really look like Barack Obama says, nope, she's done. Now, I have no idea. Daily Mail claims they got a lip-reading expert to break down what they're talking about. Some have suggested that Biden was talking to Obama about appointees, and Obama was saying, not that she's done a reference to Kamala Harris, but he was saying, like, no, they don't talk. I don't know exactly what to believe, right? I can believe one thing. Biden and Obama had a conversation. That's it. Everybody else wants to inject whatever it is they think into this conversation. Now, let me play this video for you. For those that are just listening to the audio side, you're not going to hear anything but music, but I'll explain. Here you see Obama shaking his head. He's either saying she's gone, she's done. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to see what he's saying. It looks like Biden says, by the way, and touches Obama's arm. This is interesting. Body language. Wow. Really? Look. And that's it. Now, we're going to read through what Daily Mail thinks was being said, but I'm going to tell you, it's a heckin' good time trying to figure out the body language, the lip reading. We're never going to know, but I understand why everybody's so excited by this video because it's a mystery that people are trying to solve. It's like a puzzle at the same time. The intense conversation between Obama and Biden at Ethel Kennedy's funeral has been decoded for the first time by a professional lip reader. Fact check. No, it hasn't, but sure, let's keep reading. A clip showing the pair having an intense conversation has gone viral. While no audio was captured, Jeremy Freeman, a professional lip reader, told Daily Mail, Biden says to Obama, she's not as strong as me. Obama solemnly replied, I know, that's true, we have time. But when? That doesn't seem to fit, right? While there's no way to determine the woman they're discussing, Freeman said it's clear they were having a very supportive conversation. Take a look at this. Obama, no, that's not on. Biden says, Obama, something. Think it's important that we have some time together. We'll take it at value. Biden says, this is so ridiculous. Biden says, yes, that's right. Maybe we can. She's not as strong as me. Obama says, I know, that's true. Something. We have time. Yeah, we'll get it in time. Obama, something. Biden, Yo, there's no way Obama said, we'll take it at value. Okay, I don't believe that for a second. And then face value. No, you clearly didn't know what he said, so you made it up. However, it looks like to me, the first thing I thought when I saw this, Biden says, this is not a good video. Let's grab this video right here. We've got this one. Let's see if I can zoom in on this one. Here we go. Check this out. We're going to play this game. I can't make out what Biden's saying, but Obama shakes his head, and then there's one syllable. Nope. It's very obvious. He's shaking his head and saying no. He may be saying that's not on. Let's take a look. Where is it at? Where is it? So when he said there, yep, there's a th. That is not, he is not saying she. Some people have suggested he said, nope, she's done. There is, you can see th. You can see that's done. He could be saying that's done. That's gone. Who knows? Who knows? No idea. I love it. Benny Johnson says this looks bad. I'm sorry, guys. The mysteries are exciting. The reality is that within the Democrat circle, they know Kamala's in trouble. Spare me. I don't want to hear it. They know it. Now, you may be getting the pundits coming out of that Fox News interview and being like, wow, oh, man, Kamala did so great. And they have to say that. They're targeting lowest common denominator voters who have no idea what's going on. And it's patently obvious and it's patently absurd. But internally, they've known this for a while. We've already got the reports from the Washington Post and the Wall Street Journal that their internal polling is bad and they know it. Following that debacle on Fox News, they know it all too well. There's no way Kamala could go on Rogan, even if Rogan was actually considering having her on. And I don't know that he was. However, some people have pointed out in regards to the Rogan story that Rogan said something to the effect of, when I talk to Trump, I'm wondering. And that was a slip up, which basically exposed that Rogan is going to interview Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rogan, Donald Trump podcast will be the biggest podcast in the history of podcasts. But I can't tell you what's going on here other than what it looks like is a conversation Thank you and have a nice day. I know you're expecting more. What we do know is that with Democrats, and it's fair to surmise, I should say, with Democrats concerned about the state of the race, they're going to be having these conversations. So it's likely why people are trying to make these assumptions. They're going to mention the funeral was the first time Obama and Biden met since the current president abandoned his reelection campaign. In July, Obama told Democrat allies that Biden ought to seriously consider resigning. Reports at the time claimed that Obama believed Biden's path to victory greatly diminished in the wake of the debate. Biden said in his resignation speech, "I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. It's the best way to unite our nation." I know there was a time and a place for long years of experience in public life. There's also a time and place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices, and that time and place is now. Despite the grandiosity of his speech, Biden was reportedly furious at being forced to resign. He's really pissed, said a person in touch with his inner circle. The conversation at the funeral appeared to have been interrupted by Clinton, who looked over at them and gestured toward the front of the cathedral. Obama endorsed Kamala Harris after Biden dropped out of the race and was last week on the campaign trail. He stirred controversy for accusing black male voters who don't support Harris of sexism and demanded they get on board with Democrats. Case in point. Barack Obama said to a group of young black men, "We are not seeing the turnout like we did when I ran in 2008 or 2012. So the Democrats know that they are in dire straits. Now, the question is, what's the play? I'll give you my thoughts because I've said this before and I'll add on to it now. The Democrats a while ago, I believe, were sabotaging Donald Trump, sabotaging the United States so that when Trump takes office, he's inheriting a disaster. The economy will falter, war will erupt, and they'll say, "See, it's Trump's fault. We warned you." That way they can pave the road for 2028. The other thing I think is that they've already resigned Kamala to lose, and Kamala is now intentionally doing these bad interviews to lose. You don't get to pull up Polymarket and see that we're currently at a holy smokes, a 25-point swing, nearly 25-point swing. I mean, this is massive and it just keeps getting worse. Trump's betting market odds are through the roof. Democrats know this. So the question then becomes, why go on Fox News? Well, the corporate press line is going to be that Kamala is desperate and she needs male voters, so she's trying to improve. But every time she does these interviews, she gets worse. Her polls decline, the betting odds go down. The only thing I can see is either she is truly desperate and trying everything, or she is intentionally bombing this. Now, I wonder, I truly do, what is really going on? Because there is the third conspiracy theory, the one that I hope is true. The third conspiracy theory is that this is all part of the plan to get Donald Trump elected, and the deep state actually likes Trump. I'd take it in 2 seconds because the Trump, 2017 to 2020, 2021, pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. You know what I mean? No new wars. The economy was pretty good. COVID was pretty bad. I don't blame Trump or Biden for that. And so the triple conspiracy, the double conspiracy, is that the deep state is going after Trump to make him a victim, but this is why he's not actually going to jail and he keeps getting away with whatever it is. I shouldn't say getting away, but getting past these attacks against him. This is legit. People believe that Trump has always been friends. He's a billionaire elite. They said, we're going to prop you up as a victim of the state, a populist, and you're going to make sacrifices. And then in the end, you will win and be able to reignite patriotism in this country. And that may be the actual play. And I hope it is. But I'm not entirely convinced. Not at all. I actually think it's much more likely that the machine state is decaying because after 3 generations of liberal economic order, they don't know how to maintain this system that their grandparents had built. And thus someone like Donald Trump can come in and say, this doesn't work anymore. And now those institutions and those elites that have had power for so long are no longer the elites. We, the people, have started to rise back up with the power of the internet, and thus they have tried to censor and manipulate and shut us down, and they have failed every step of the way. We're lucky that this time around, Elon Musk is on the side of the people. I think it's funny, too, because they're like, but he's a billionaire. He's not. Yeah, he's on the side of free speech. It's not perfect. I can criticize the guy, too. But I think Elon Musk recognizes the dangers of a death cult that says having kids is fascism, and they are running us into the ground with no logical path. The reality is Donald Trump spoke truth to the American people, woke up new voters, was not supposed to win, and then did. And the machine state did everything to try and stop him. This time around, they have strained themselves and they can't do anything. Because Democrats have realized, this is a really funny report, when they show ads of Donald Trump speaking that are meant to insult and demean him, he improves in the polls. because when people hear Donald Trump speak, they like what he has to say. So, my friends, revel and bask in the conspiracies, the questions, and the mysteries. What did Obama say to Biden? Did he really say she's done? What if he said that's over? She's done. Maybe. I guess we'll never know. Next segment's coming up a little bit on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.